train wreck. He don't move like zombie, LaRoe sound train wreck.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
Spider-Man has been a cornerstone of my life since as long as I can remember. Spider-Man media has motivated me in ways that I can't even put into words. I haven't been very keen of the MCU depiction of Spider-Man. I'd rather watch Ultimate Spider-Man from Disney XD than watch Far From Home. But Spider-Man, whether you like it or not, is Tom Holland, and this movie, before even seeing it, 100% solidified the fact that he is Spider-Man. We haven't gotten a fourth Spider-Man movie ever. That's never happened. And the runtime and a list, a plethora of other things. His rogues gallery is huge. Tom Holland is the definitive Spider-Man going into this movie, right? But with the Sony contract forcing an MCU person into the movie, I'm worried. Or I'd rather say I was worried going into the movie about Hulk and a new director and the side plot of Peter being forgotten and how the new director would handle that plot line. The lack of a villain being shown, and the Hulk. They showed so much of him in the promotional footage. I was worried about that. After going to see Brand New Day is the greatest Spider-Man movie ever, and that might be haze coming out of the theater, but it's been a couple hours actually. But Spider-Man Brand New Day so embodies what being Spider-Man, or not what being Spider-Man, but embodies Spider-Man. That movie, I've never seen Spider-Man like that. I've never seen Spider-Man depicted in such a great way. It felt like a comic book. The quips, the jabs, everything. Not even just Spider-Man, Scorpion. The quippiness of everybody in that movie, you would forget that this was an MCU movie. They can't write a joke to save their lives. It's like Mickey Mouse went into the writer's room and said, nah. You know what I mean? But they have started to really let loose and really deliver what we need. I'm saying that because of Deadpool and Wolverine. The dialogue of Deadpool and Wolverine was great. And it was a Deadpool movie, so what did I expect? But it was an MCU Deadpool movie, which changes the whole scope of it. Tom Holland's depiction of Peter Parker and Spider-Man is unmatched. Andrew Garfield's depiction of Spider-Man does not hold a candle to the flame, to the bond, to the star in the sun. That is Tom Holland's performance in Brand New Day. And I really truthfully mean that. The swagger of Peter Parker in this movie.
The way he leaps off of rooftops and flips backwards to face the camera before falling into a headfirst dive is just full of the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
The swagger of a black teen. The swagger of Peter Parker in this movie is just amazing. It's spectacular even. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get that nowhere else. The only place I can even get a remnant of that is Spectacular Spider-Man or opening up a damn comic book and reading. You know what I mean? When he gave a fake name at MJ and Ned's apartment, he didn't say Ben. He gave a fake name and it wasn't Ben. It was something like Margaret or something like that, or Maynard or something like that. He has completely, or not he, but the MCU has completely, and I mean completely, done away with Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben is not even a factor. It's just like I commend the decision. You know what I mean? It's a hard decision to make, especially with Spider-Man, because things are so set in stone with Spider-Man. But
I'm going to throw up. I think I'm going to throw up.
Don't throw up.
The nice dinner that I had. I'm going to throw it up.
But he didn't say Ben. He didn't say Ben, and that was a little bit bone rattling. The villains, the comic book panels that flash, beautiful. It was breathtaking. Really, like I can't even like downplay it in any manner. It was great. The whole not knowing the villain messed with me a lot going into this movie, and I was really worried about that. Really worried about that. And obviously speculation is Jean Grey. It was really Jean Grey. And now that has bigger concerns towards the MCU, but I'm not too worried about the MCU. Like, I'm not worried about the MCU as a whole. I'm really here for Spider-Man as an ent. A good way to show brutality and the opposite, you know what I mean? It was a great way to Naruto Sasuke, the movie, you know what I mean, without giving it to us, because it's Jean Grey without Professor X. It's Jean Grey, it's that angsty teen girl, but she didn't have the bald man to mind touch her, you know what I mean? And it's a cool look at it. It's also a great yin yang experience. The black
really
dude,
nigga,
I forgot his name. Damage Control.
Really, nigga?
Yo, I didn't buy it for a second. You got the hand running around in the office, bro. That's not cool. Yeah, I didn't buy that I did not buy him for a second. The hand running around, and I was the person that my girlfriend. I was at the movies with my girlfriend when I seen this movie. I told her, I whispered in her ear, I said, the hand? I'm like, they got the hand? I don't trust them. I'm like, the hand be killing niggas in the street. The hand be murdering niggas in the street. That's not an exaggeration. I'm not, no, the hand be murdering niggas in the street. They don't care. That's not their thing. They're elite. They're unmatched. They're unrivaled. I mean, I'm lying, but they're formidable. They're a formidable foe to the street tier of Marvel. And he got him running around, and he's redeveloping shocker tech and this and that. And I didn't believe that shit for a second.
really nigga,
And he played his role very well. I don't know the actor's name, but he did great. Damage Control was a welcome factor.
really nigga,
Can't complain about that. The Punisher was amazing. John Bernthal is a great Punisher, and I enjoyed Punisher as a character, and I very much enjoyed his performance as Punisher. I think he very much held it down, and very much did more than hold it down. Actually, he provided a voice of reason to Spider-Man in this movie, and it was beautiful. You know what I mean? Peter Parker is a whiny character at his essence, at his core, you know what I mean? He's a whiny, you know what I mean, angsty, like, he puts the whole weight of the world on himself, you know what I mean? And this movie perfectly showed that, you know what I mean? When Spider-Man grows in these comic lines, he grows and he opens up, and him and MJ have a better relationship, and him and whoever he's with have a better relationship, and he has a better, you know what I mean? And then they take that away from him, and what do? He isolates himself, and he's by himself, and he's struggling, but he's still giving all he can to his city, even though Peter Parker doesn't get nothing. Peter Parker gets nothing in return, but he's still doing what he must to not hold up the end of his bargain, but to fulfill his duties. And Punisher, John Berthol's Punisher was the exact thing that was needed in this movie. There's times where I was in this movie, like, just tell him that you're, you know what I mean? Just do something, you know what I mean? Say something about the Lego set, say something about Flash, say something about, you know what I mean? And the whole side plot with them, and the whole side plot with MJ and Ned, and Peter not being remembered, and he gave Ned's name to Bruce Banner when he went to go get the deal. It was irking me, but that's superhero movie shenanigans, and that's not even superhero. That's just superhero shenanigans. You know what I mean? Like, just, you know what I mean, fluffing it out. But John Bernthal came through and unfluffed it. You know what I mean? And that's not, oh, what? But the way he does it and the timing of it was great. Zendaya gave the performance of a lifetime in this movie, and I really mean that. Emma Stone's beat, or Emma Watson's beat. Emma Watson is beat. Zendaya gave the performance of a lifetime, and I truthfully mean that. Zendaya snapped. Zendaya. She snapped. Zendaya bodied it. I'm telling you, Zendaya deserves an Oscar for a superhero movie. For Spider-Man Brand New Day. Yes, Zendaya deserves an Oscar. She bodied that movie. Right? And, Hulk. They single-handedly lit a little bit of an ember in me liking MCU. Mark Ruffalo, it made me realize how great of a performance Mark Ruffalo has done over the years. I'm just not a fan of when the CGI turns on and Hulk comes out. It's just not Hulk. I was watching Thor Ragnarok the other day, and when he jumped and hit Surtur the first time, Surtur moved with a big impact, and he just kept punching on his head. This is like year fucking 18 of being Hulk. You know, this is like year 30 of being Hulk. Bruce, you're telling me Hulk's not air comboing niggas yet?
Happy feet, wombo combo. That ain't Falco.
You're telling me Hulk got beat up by Thanos. This is the first time he fought a real life skilled challenger, supposedly
Really, nigga?
a real life boxer that could really pack that punch. He gets his face
Really,
broke.
nigga?
This is the first time this happened, and he doesn't get madder and get up. No, he gets slumped. Gets hit with that 4-piece McNugget. Go to sleep. 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 And I just can't believe it. They just show Hulk in such a negative light with the Infinity War fight, and I just haven't been able to get behind Hulk. I haven't been able to rally behind Hulk after I seen that. I went back and watched Ed Norton's Hulk, and I rallied behind that, but that was a one-case scenario. The one scene in Josh Whedon's Avengers was where I'm talking about the Natasha scene and Thor knocking him out. I was worried, but they nailed it in this movie. They made me sympathize with the Hulk. They made me be scared of the Hulk. They made me worry for Spider-Man's well-being. And then they made me feel for the monster. They made me feel like, oh yeah, I forgot. It's still Bronan. It's still, he can't. Like, it's just, this isn't fair. This isn't, you know what I mean? This isn't right. And then it felt like he killed himself at the end. Like, it felt like Hulk gave up. And I'm seeing discourse online that this might be Mark Ruffalo's last, and that's what it felt like to me. They're saying that Hulk's done. And I don't know if She-Hulk will show up in Doomsday or Secret Wars, or if Hulk will show up in Secret Wars or Doomsday, but yeah. was great in this movie. The depiction of Gene's powers was freaky and invasive, and it was beautiful. Spider-Man's hormones being imbalanced like a girl. Little girly Spider-Man. That was great. The eyes, that was great. How the way the spinnerets were showcased inside of his arm, the way it made a fake vein in his arm, and it made a canal in his arm. It was beautiful. Both arms was beautiful. The way his spinnerets rejected the web shooters. It was beautiful. The camera work in this movie is unmatched in Spider-Man movies. It was from the beginning. When he shot the guy off the roof and the guy fell off the roof. Amazing. When the dude fell off the roof and he fell after, when MJ fell off the roof. These movies invoke feelings. No Way Home left me in tears. This, I can say, left me in tears. Proudly. These movies invoke feeling, and if the movie doesn't invoke feeling, it's a burger. It's a dud. If you can listen to a song and not feel feelings besides, oh, this is a good song, then it's a burger, it's a dud. Throw it out. And I really truthfully mean that, and not like in a way like, oh, when I was a kid I cried because Infinity War and Spider-Man died, that's cool, but not like that. Like, really, it resonates with you. It's relatable. That's what Marvel is. It's relatable superheroes in a way that's unbelievable. You know what I mean? I can't relate to, because I'm not no filter. My dad didn't fucking try to kill me. You know what I mean? Like, but I can relate to being broke and being raised by an older family member. I can relate to that deep down in my core. I can relate to isolating myself. I can relate to Peter Parker's struggles as a man. I can relate to his struggles as a person. I can relate to his struggles as a kid. I can relate to his flaws. I can relate to his to a list of things, everything, a litany of things that Peter Parker does and characteristics I can relate to deep down. I can't get that with Batman. I can't get that with Superman. I can't get that with Mark Grayson. I can't get that with, you know what I mean? You can't get that with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can't, you know what I mean? But you can get that from Hulk. You can get that from Punisher. You can get that from, Marvel has always been the down-to-earth, relatable. It's supposed to be a mirror. It's supposed to be like a funhouse mirror. And this movie is the funnest house mirror I've ever seen in my entire life. The way it pulls on your heartstrings is very great. It's great to ride. It's like a roller coaster, but you never move. There's no height. Now, if you're a comic book fan, the movie is a tad predictable once you get in the seat and you start watching, but it's not predictable in a bad way. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Kids. Spider-Man Brand New Day is 4.5 years in jail.
I was born to die, might be a little more suicide in Black Cat Jordan. Terrified, I'll live a long life. In the same breath, I'm not afraid to die. I'm a new wave 90s rock star, living like I'm Kurt.
This right here is real music.
Book me for the Rolling Loud stage, I might wear a skirt. I was born to die, might be a little 90s more rock star. Suicide in Black Cat Jordans. Black Cat Jordan. Terrified, I'll live a long life. In the same breath, I'm not afraid to die.